Nano does not treat disease. It is not presented as a solution. But it may change a deeper question. How does the cell interpret what reaches it? The issue is not the substance, but the route. For years, we treated supplements with a simple assumption. We ingest the compound and assume it will arrive. But biology does not operate on assumptions. Cells do not respond to intention. They respond to what actually reaches them. That is why the real difference between formulations is not the name, not the dose, but the delivery pathway. Not everything that enters the body reaches the cell. What does nano really mean? Nano does not mean stronger. It does not promise faster results. It simply means the compound is designed to be more soluble, more stable, less likely to be lost before arrival. In other words, closer to the cell, with less wasted along the way. Why do nanostrips follow a different path? Because a strip does not fully rely on the traditional digestive route. It bypasses some of the known loss points associated with digestion. This does not make it universally better, but it makes it different in its pathway. And in biology, a change in pathway often precedes a change in outcome. Individuals taking the same compound in different formats have noticed differences in response timing, not because the ingredient changed, but because the cell received the signal more clearly. A subtle difference on the surface, but a meaningful one at the cellular level. What research says, scientific reviews published in Nature Reviews Drug Discovery indicate that certain nano-based formulations may improve bioavailability for specific compounds, depending on the formulation, the dose, and the biological context. No generalization, no promises, just a potential improvement in delivery. Where does Roots AI fit in? Not to choose a product, not to impose a format, but to ask a more intelligent question. Does the cell need support? And which pathway would burden it less?
Roots AI considers cellular status, metabolic load, timing of support, delivery route, because meaningful support does not begin with the package, but with understanding biological context. Sometimes, we don't need a stronger substance, but a clearer path. Dr. Holly.